Hey air signs Gemini, Aquarius and Libra. In today's reading we're going to take a look and see what you can expect from the next 3 to 6 months. Okay, so where will you be at, like relationship wise, love wise, career, and just any other general messages. So let's begin with the Hermit card. For a lot of you listening to this, I feel like for those of you that have been isolating yourself, okay, if you've been sort of withdrawing into yourself or isolating yourself, sort of even alienating yourself from people around you, I feel like you're going to be coming out of this energy. You're going to be coming out of this mode. Okay, so if you've been going through a bit of like an antisocial phase in your life where you just don't want to talk to people, and it's not you, it's typically not you, because you guys are quite a social bunch. Okay, but if you just feel like you've been through this where this period where you don't want to interact with people, you don't want to interact with the world as you typically would, I feel like the Hermit is an indication that you're possibly coming out, you're withdrawing from this period. The other message, I guess, is that maybe you could be, 3 to 6 months from now, you could still find yourself during this period, but this is something that you're intentionally seeking, withdrawing into yourself. You're intentionally seeking the time to be alone. And this is you entering or having entered a period of soul searching. Okay, so soul searching, self-reflection, self-analysis, spiritual enlightenment. Okay, so, and that does require for you to shut out the noise of the outside world. Okay, that requires for you to spend some time alone. Some of you might also be seeking the services of like a professional, so like a physiotherapist, not a physiotherapist, like a counselor or a therapist. I think you guys call it a shrink in the States. So yeah, some of you might be, and this is part of that, self-reflection, soul-searching stage. Okay, this is sort of part of that journey. Okay, so some of you have been on this journey, and this journey will continue, because it's not a small journey, is it? It's this sort of never-ending journey. So, some of you 3 to 6 months are going to go deeper into that journey. Okay, and part of this journey, you may be seeking, okay, the services of someone who can help you with this. Okay. But there's this strong energy of you focusing on yourself and focusing on what you need, okay? On what you need and what you want, and just focusing on who you are so you can grow into the best version of yourself. In terms of relationships, I feel like you guys are coming out, okay? If you have been going through a period of loneliness, you're coming out of this energy. You're coming out of this solitude, okay? But you needed that time. From what I see, if you have gone into this withdrawal period, I feel like you needed that time. Not only is it to focus on yourself and for self-growth, but it's also just to, I feel like you're recuperating from heartbreak, or you've recuperated from something that I feel like has been difficult or challenging. And I feel like 3 to 6 months, I see you ready for a fresh start because of this isolation, because of this withdrawal period. And you're going to be making a lot more of an effort to connect with people. I don't feel like your focus is on material or finances. I feel, or I just don't see, because with the Hermit, he's not in search of materialistic pursuits. I feel like you're much more focused on what brings you emotional fulfillment, what leaves you feeling like you found your soul purpose, your soul path. So you might be wondering, okay, because this is you, the Two of Swords. You might come to a period where it's this isolation or this standstill, or you just withdrawing from yourself. You literally not responding to people's text messages or phone calls or emails. And people are going to start noticing you're a little different, but what's up, because at the end of the day, I think you're really focusing on doing your own thing rather than spending, quality time with other people. You want to spend that quality time with yourself. You want to get to know yourself a little bit better. And as part of that, I feel like you're seeking something much more satisfying. Okay, so you're wondering, are you on the right career path? Is this what you should be doing for a living? Okay, you're not worried about what it pays. Or for some of you that are, wanting to study something new, or start something new, you're wondering, is this what I want to do? Okay, is this my part of my path? Is this, my soul's purpose? Okay, even relationships, you might be wanting to take a step back and wondering, okay, is this person good for me? Is this going where I think it is going? Are we aligned? So it's you're sort of finding yourself seeking, trying to seek much more satisfying paths. I also feel like you're much more mature in your approach to relationships, to money, investments, opportunities, or anything like that. I feel like you'd also, be careful to not overdo things, okay? Take a break, because even taking a few minutes from your day to meditate, okay, to just sort of still your thoughts and connect with your body, connect your mind with your body, okay, mind-muscle connection, it would really benefit your health. Some of you, I feel like you're engaging in a lot more like physical activities, or more spiritual activities rather. No, it feels like, it's like meditation, energy work, trying to connect to your spirit guides, your tarot guides, like psychic development, okay? I feel like that's going to be, and again, I think this is you coming into that, spiritual growth, that spiritual journey. This is all playing into it. Traveling is on the cards for you, and some sort of important decision making. I think in a couple of months time, some of you are going to be deciding, it's almost like you're deciding where it is that you want to live, or where it is that you want to stay, or where it is that you want to go. And Two of Wands is a reminder that the world is in your hands. I mean, literally, the guy's holding the world in his hands here. So, it's a reminder that you get to decide, okay? You get to decide your fate, you get to decide your destiny, you get to decide where you want to go, what you want to do, where you want to live. And a lot of that, you might be reconsidering a few things here. Air signs, you might be reconsidering where you're living, where you're working, what you're doing for a living, your relationship. You might be reconsidering those things because you're now, not that you weren't before, but I think now it's become a lot more clearer to you who you are and what it is that you want. And, you're no longer, it's not that you were, and I don't think, you are after materialistic pursuits, but I think you're really thinking about, what leaves you feeling rewarded, what leaves you feeling emotionally satisfied and fulfilled. And that's going to be, I feel like, a question that you're going to be asking yourself when it comes to different aspects of your life. But I do see travel. I see travel for a lot of you guys. So if you have any intentions or plans to travel, I think 3 to 6 months from now, you may very well find yourself in a very different country, eating exotic foods, exotic flavors, exotic tastes, hearing different languages, learning even a different language, okay? This is, you're pushing yourself outside of your castle walls. So wherever you are now may not be where you're going to end up 6 months from now, okay? And that is a result of you pushing yourself outside of the comfort zone. Because notice with the Two of Wands, there's 2 of Wands here, right? But he's holding only the one wand, whereas the other one seems pretty fixed to the castle walls. So this is a reminder that, if you keep doing the same things, you're going to keep getting the same results, right? It's lunacy to think if you're going to keep doing the same thing, you're going to get different results. So it's you literally, you might be going to some place you haven't been before, and it might not necessarily be on your radar, but it may be, something that, you want to do to push yourself or to challenge yourself. You might end up doing something very different to what you're doing now, or applying for, an opportunity that might not necessarily be you, or you might not necessarily, saw yourself doing it. But the more that you, and the deeper that you went, and you go on this spiritual path, the more things are becoming clearer to you, the more certain you're becoming of who you are. There's this collaborative energy with the Three of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be collaborating, and there's such a strong energy of commitment to the overall card. So you could be you are certainly committing to this spiritual growth, okay, this spiritual path that you're on, this journey that you're on, but you're also committing to, I feel like maybe some of you are going to start studying, okay? You could be entering into a university, a college, you could be studying a new unit, a new degree, you could be starting out a new job, you could be starting out on a new project, but some of you are going to be attending university or institutions, and there's something about this building or this institution that looks a little old school to me. It's this just got this old school feel, or this old school energy, like columns. It just feels a little very formal, this place, okay? So some of you are attending. It could be an invitation, it could be a one-off thing, it could be, you're studying, you're going to choose to study and you have to physically attend. It could even be like something like a short course or something, but this to me feels like it's a way into something, okay? You may start off as something that you just stumbled upon, but it's funny because you don't know it then, but it's going to put you on the path to success. It's going to put you onto your path, and that's it's all about you and choosing your path, not the person that came before you, or not the person that blazed the path before you, but you're blazing your own path here, and you're finding something. This is you collaborating with someone or something, and you're finally finding you in whatever this is, okay? And again, it could be something that you just stumble upon innocently, and then you think, oh, I'm just going to give this a try because I like doing this, or I'm just going to give this a try because I don't know what this is going to be like, and then next thing you know, it's something that just speaks to you. There's definitely something very successful coming for you, okay? There's some sort of recognition, there's claim, praise, awards, trophies, certificates, a job well done. You're being recognized for something here. If you've entered any competitions, you can emerge as a winner. If you don't place anything, you're still winning. So I don't know if you end up getting contacts or if you end up getting a reward of some sort, but you're still being seen. This is you being seen and heard here, guys, okay? So if you've been working on a project, it's finally going to be seen, okay? It's finally going to be seen, it's finally going to be heard. If you're starting out a new job, or if you've been with a job, you may receive a promotion. There's some sort of, someone is noticing you for, what you're doing, and whatever it is that you're doing it pretty well. So there's some sort of award, recognition, praise, accolades, and notice how, the man here is riding on his high horse, and there's people that are flocking all around him. This is, people noticing you. This is people looking up to you. So you could be stepping into a leadership role of some sort, okay? But there's also this, you're riding the waves of, you're riding these waves of success. There's something here, and it's funny because you pick up momentum, and then you'll roll with it. Some of you might find yourself engaged, or you might receive a proposal in 3 to 6 months from now. You might even have conversations, okay? If you're in a relationship and you're connected with someone, you might even have conversations about this person, about planning a life, a future together, possibly talking about marriage, engagement, wedding ceremonies, or you might potentially meet someone. If you're single, you might potentially meet someone whom you're going to commit to on a deep level, okay? This is long-term commitment. This is some serious stuff. This is someone who wants commitment, not just something they're here for a long time, not just a good time, that kind of energy. But you're also committing to something. This is commitment, right? The Hierophant energy is commitment, and I feel like some of you are committing to something. So you could be starting, again, 6 months from now, you could be starting a university degree, a course, a new job, a new opportunity. You could be starting, you could live in a new country, okay? And you're starting all over again. It could denote a fresh start, but this is you, wholeheartedly committing to something, okay? And you're going all in. You're going all in, and you're not even doubtful that it's not going to work. And it's such a great energy to be in because you're backing yourself. And I think a lot of that is coming off the fact that you've spent some time on your own trying to figure out who you are, what it is that you want, and whether what you're doing and the people that are surrounding yourself are good for you, okay? And then once you kind of, started figuring all of that out, or at least some of it out, it's funny how things start to line up for you. It's funny how you start, you come into alignment and you start attracting things that are in your alignment. But there is some sort of commitment, and this is huge because this is, you're committing to this, or to this person, or to this thing, for a long time, okay? This is part of your path. So if you're starting a university degree, I think this is something that you're really going to commit to, okay? This is a future investment. If you're starting a new relationship, or, if you're with someone, if you're currently connected to someone, and if you're still with this person, for example, in 6 months' time from this reading, this is something that's going to go the distance. This is something that is going to be a long-term commitment, okay? This is something serious. It's not just, fun and games, that kind of energy. There could also be some sort of, wedding or ceremony or engagement or an invitation that might come your way. It might not be yours, or it could be, okay? Maybe some of you are going to be getting engaged, or are going to be getting married. But it could be someone around you as well, okay? Someone who, wants you to participate. Someone around you who, who extends the invitation or offer. Or it's some sort of, traditional ceremony, some sort of, yeah, religious, spiritual, cultural ceremony that you're going to be a part of. Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support to the channel by hitting the subscribe button, guys. It helps the channel to grow. And thanks for watching and listening. Bye!